Hey y'all, it's Stacy with SouthernBite.com. Today we're in the kitchen making a holiday favorite. This is my recipe for Icebox fruitcake. Now this is something that my grandmother has made for as long as I can remember, and it just wouldn't be the holidays without her showing up with a big pan of this Icebox fruitcake. Now when you hear fruitcake, I know what you're thinking. This is nothing like traditional fruitcake. This is no bake, it's super easy, and chances are you have most of the ingredients in your pantry already. To get started, I've got a 14.4, about 15-ounce box of graham crackers, and I've taken those and I've put them in a Ziploc bag here, and I'm just using a rolling pin to crush these up. It's a great way to take out your holiday frustration too. You could also pop these into a food processor. You want them to be pretty crushed, but not pulverized, right? We want to keep a little bit of texture with these. A large bowl here, we're just going to pour these right in. Now this is one of those back of the box recipes that a lot of people remember. In fact, I've had several readers tell me they remember this recipe because you would make it and then pack it back in the box that the graham crackers came in, which I always think is so fun to hear those stories. I didn't know that. It's just something that my grandmother's always made, and we've changed it a little bit through the years. So we've got our graham crackers here. I've got a cup of chopped pecans, and anytime that you have a recipe that calls for chopped pecans, make sure you buy chopped pecans. Chopped pecans are going to be less expensive than whole pecans, and it saves you a step. I've got a cup of raisins. Now, I will admit, I am not a raisin fan. They're okay in this, I can tolerate them, but oftentimes if I'm making this just for myself, I'll use dried cranberries in place of the raisins, and I like that flavor a lot better. I've got a cup and a half of mini marshmallows here. I've got a cup of sweetened shredded coconut. Here I've got a 10-ounce jar of maraschino cherries. Now, I have cut these in half and drained all the juice, but save that cherry juice because we're going to use that as some of the liquid to help hold this all together. You don't have to chop these. You could just use them whole if you wanted to. I just like them chopped up a little bit. You could even chop them a little bit more. And now the best part of this, a can of sweetened condensed milk. Now, this is not evaporated milk. This is the thick, sweetened condensed milk. My grandmother always called this by the brand Eagle brand milk, but it's sweetened condensed milk. All right, now we're going to stir this together. This is going to take some elbow grease. We're just going to stir till we get everything combined. And this, like I said, this takes a little effort. The bigger the bowl, the easier it's going to be to get everything combined. The goal here is just to get it all sticking together. Because what we're going to do, once this is all combined, we're going to press it into a lightly greased 9x13 baking dish, and we're going to refrigerate it. And that's going to help everything set, help everything hold together, and that's it. You don't have to bake it. There's nothing else. Like I said, this is a great no-bake recipe. Now, once you get this sweetened condensed milk pretty well distributed throughout the mixture, we're going to add a little of that reserved cherry juice because that's going to give us a little more liquid that we need to get this to hold together. I find that usually 2 to 3 tablespoons is about what it takes. But you also have to be cautious. Adding too much of this can make it too sticky and it doesn't hold together well. And the red coloring from the cherry juice will also turn this a little pink, which isn't super attractive. So just be cautious about adding that. You don't want to add too much. Remember, you can always add more. You can't take any back out. Once it's all combined, like I said, takes a little effort, a little elbow grease, a little time. We're going to pour this right into our 9x13 here. Now, this is a sticky process, right? There's not a good way around it. There's not a great way to do this that doesn't involve your hands. And admittedly, sometimes when I'm mixing this together, I'll even just get in here with my hands. But I'm trying to be decent here for y'all. This is going to go right in our dish here. And you just press it down, right? Now, if you find that this is a little too sticky, it's sticking to your hands, a little bit of cooking spray right on your hands will keep it from sticking. We just press it right down, just like that. And that's it. Super easy, super simple, and y'all, the flavor is amazing. You've got all those great things together, the maraschino cherries, the coconut, and that sweetened condensed milk, which is my favorite ingredient. This is a holiday classic for us, and I know if you guys try it, it's gonna be a holiday classic for you too. You can get this full recipe, as well as hundreds more on my website at southernbite.com. Y'all enjoy.